Louise here at Bowman Library with a whole new teen book spotlight. So our book spotlight for this week is really exciting because guess what? It's the first week of our 2022 summer reading program. Oceans of possibilities. We have an amazing summer planned to get your reading activities, all that type of stuff going. I'll have more details at the end because I do want to dive into our first theme for our summer reading, and that is possibilities of adventure. This week we are focusing on books that are all about adventure, survival, summer vacation, anything that's a possibility of an adventure. And what I like about this type of theme is everyone has a different definition of adventure. What someone might think is an adventure like whitewater rafting, other people think maybe making a new friend is an adventure. So we have a wide range of books for you to explore this week, and we have 6 we're going to take a look at to kind of get you in your possibility of adventure mode here. So let's get started. Our first one is Stay Sweet. So Amelia has worked all 4 summers of high school at this locally owned ice cream stand. Now what's cool about this ice cream stand is it's women owned and it's women run. The owner has never hired a male to work in this ice cream stand. And now that she's graduated high school, this is the last summer before she heads off to college, she is now the head girl. She's basically in charge of the ice cream stand. Now, when the owner of the stand unexpectedly passes away, it's her grandnephew who comes in to try to save the business, because the business is in trouble. Now, her grandnephew Grady, he's a business major in college, and he is not really happy with what's going on at the stand because he's all about the bottom line. And the first thing he decides to do is he wants to start upholding getting rid of the summer traditions that people love about this stand. Now, Amelia wants no part of this. She's there to defend everything with this stand that she knows and she loves. Before she knows it, she finds herself growing in ways that she never could have expected. Starting to fall for the owner of this ice cream stand, who she's at odds with every step of the way, to fighting with her longtime best friend, to realizing that she needs to fight for what she wants in life, and what she thinks she wants may not be what she actually wants. Anyone who is getting ready to make a major life change can totally relate to Amelia, or if you have a summer job with all the drama that comes with it. If you like your summer reads with some romance and some drama, make sure you check this out, especially if you enjoy some ice cream. This is Stay Sweet. When you get the chance. So all Amelia wants to do is perform on Broadway. But for now, she's comfortable performing at her high school's musicals, and she's also decided to apply for a spot at this super competitive and prestigious musical theater school in Los Angeles for her senior year. And when she gets into this program, and she even lands a partial scholarship, she goes home to her single dad, full of excitement, thinking he's gonna be behind her every step of the way. And she is stunned when he isn't, when he's not as supportive as what she thinks he's going to be. It is when she starts discovering her dad's old live journal entries, though. This was kind of like the diary that was done online a while ago. She starts to read these entries, and Millie decides that she's going to do something that she had never considered. She's going to go find her birth mother, who left her when she was a baby. Her birth mother left her as a baby on the doorstep of her father's house. Never knew who her mom was. So she decides she's going to go out and find her birth mom. And before she knows it, with all the clues from these journals and parts of her life and in the house and stuff, she has it narrowed down to 3 potential birth mothers. She decides to meet them, and then the adventure just goes from there. This adventure, inspired by Mamma Mia, is one that will defy all your assumptions, though, about the storyline. You think you're gonna know what's coming? No, just forget about it. And it will leave you guessing with all the twists and turns while following Millie's self-discovery, and you may even fall in love with a musical here or there. This is When You Get the Chance. Island of Thieves. When Tom accidentally burns down a shed in his backyard, his parents decide they don't know what to do with him, and they're getting ready to go on vacation. They don't want to leave him by himself. So what do? They decide to ship him off to his Uncle Harvey, who lives in New York City. Now, Uncle Harvey, though, doesn't want anything to do with Tom either. He has other plans, and they include going to Peru to find the lost treasure of Sir Francis Drake. And Tom's like, you're not leaving leaving me at home for this. So Tom soon finds himself in the Andes Mountains, and before he knows it, he and his uncle are being chased by bad guys. There are these epic car chases. There are gunfights. All before Tom knows it, he's in a James Bond epic type of movie. Only it's his real life. This is all done in trying to find this treasure, which other people are after. There's something about this treasure that people are willing to kill for it. This is filled with action, adventure, and mystery. If you like a non-stop plot, add this one to your reading pile. Island of Thieves. The girls are never gone, so the summer for Dare Chase is nothing like how she pictured it going. She was supposed to be spending it with her boyfriend, and they were supposed to be filming episodes for their YouTube channel that's all about the supernatural. Like, she goes into houses, she tries to talk to ghosts, maybe they hear something, most times they don't, but it's super popular. After he breaks up with her, though, Dare decides she's gonna do something. She's gonna start a podcast, and she decides that she wants to do this podcast about the mysterious disappearance of this girl named Kathleen Bell. And she disappeared from this place called Arrington Estate, and it's in Virginia. So Dare, kind of lies her way onto this estate, and she's there under the guise that she's an intern, and she's there to help spend her summer there trying to rebuild this crumbling mansion, trying to bring it back to how it was, so it's a landmark type deal. But at night, she decides this is when she's going to do her podcast stuff. She wants to figure out what actually happened here. She soon recruits her fellow interns, and they start to spend their time uncovering the dark secrets of this estate. But when they start to discover more than what any of them expected, and keep in mind, what secrets are unrevealed, you can't unreveal them. They're out, and there's no turning back. This mystery meets horror meets supernatural is one that you'll be reading with bated breath, and you will discover the mysteries right alongside our main character. And because they're revealed when you find out about them. And maybe you will find yourself wishing for the summer to do some ghost hunting yourself. You never know. This is The Girls Are Never Gone. Ashfall. 15-year-old Alex finds himself home alone in Iowa when the unthinkable happens. A volcano erupts in Yellowstone National Park, and most of North America is now covered in ash. And the infrastructure that we all know and rely on, without even realizing how much we rely on it, it's no longer there. When he starts to see crime go up, people becoming desperate, and when that happens, people do things they never would normally even consider doing. Again, Alex is home by himself. He decides he's going to set off to find his family, who is visiting some relatives in Illinois. The only way, though, that he knows to get around, keep in mind, there's no roads to traverse, there's no airfare, nothing. He finds his dad's skis, and he decides he is going to ski from his home in Iowa to where he thinks his family should be. It is on this journey where he faces dramatic weather changes. There are crazy drops in temperature, and the extremes are epic. There are short supplies of food and water and other necessities, and he finds himself having to make choices, again, he never dreamed of making. This story is not for the faint of heart. I will tell you, the author does give some pretty graphic descriptions when it comes to violence, crime, sexual assault, and even deaths, how people die. But it's one that will keep you turning the page, wanting to know what's going to happen to Mike. And you will find yourself thinking, what would I do if this ever happened? This could actually, as far-fetched as it sounds, could actually happen. Now, this is the first in a completed trilogy. We do have the other 2 books in the series. You do need to read them in order. Make sure to check out the others, because as soon as you finish this one, you are not going to want to stop until you get to the final page of the 3rd book. This is Ashfall. Our last one is The Fifth Wave. So Cassie is one of the few humans left on Earth. Aliens sent numerous waves of destruction, with the goal being they wanted to destroy the human race, they wanted to take over the planet, and Cassie finds herself without any friends or family. She's on a mission though. She thinks her younger brother Sam is alive at a military base, and she decides she's going to go find him, no matter what it takes. It's not going to be easy though, as Cassie has to navigate this journey while also trying not to be killed by aliens during this 5th wave of attacks. As she meets individuals along the way, she's not sure if she can even trust them or, what their deals are. Are they gonna betray her to get what they need? But she's going to need them if she's going to survive on this never-ending journey. The science fiction dystopian trilogy will leave you with so many questions as you read, and you will you may want to maybe not read it at night, depending on, because some of this can be a little too real, especially if you're like me and you think aliens exist. But you will also find yourself wondering, what would you do if there was an alien invasion? This is the first in a completed trilogy. All of them are out. This is the 5th wave. So these are 6 of the books that we have here at the library that fall onto the possibilities of adventure. So encourage you to come on out. Check out one of these, or we have tons of others under our tags, which you can find on our summer reading website. So, summer reading details. Make sure, if you're not signed up for summer reading, sign up. If you are, guess what? Watching this book talk counts as one of your activities for our Possibilities of Adventure badge. Reading one of these, or ones that are similar to it under those tags, another activity. You complete 3 activities, you get the badge, you get the points, you get the tickets, you can enter to win prizes. That's our summer reading program. Make sure you are tracking your hours you read. Every 6 hours will get you a ticket and a free book to come on it of your choosing. So we encourage you to come on out, join up summer reading. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask, as we are exploring our oceans of possibilities this summer. I hope you tune back next week. We have a whole new summer reading theme for this week to help you get that next badge. So I encourage you to tune in next week. Have a great week.